Hi everyone, my name is Dana and I wanted to provide for you a short video to incorporate two things into your practice. And this is also going to be two things that if you have zero yoga practice, maybe you're even a little bit intimidated about starting a practice, that you could do before even flowing, moving, stretching, all of that stuff. So when I teach yoga, there are a few things that happen. I have to set the space, right? So getting to my yoga mat, getting to the studio, getting online, these are all things that I have to clear my schedule. I have to be present. I have to arrive. And part of setting that space, as yoga teachers, you may or may not recognize that we do, is sort of like if you were having a dinner party. If you're having a dinner party, you're having people over, a couple things you're probably gonna do. I mean, I typically wipe down my bathroom or run the vacuum around. I would also maybe light a candle or some fragrance in the room so the place smells nice. And I might also set some flowers at the dinner table or the coffee table or something, so that essentially when my guests arrive, they feel welcomed. And it's exactly the same when you come to a yoga class, or hopefully it is. And I would like to invite you to do that. We're not in the yoga studios right now, but it's absolutely something that you could do as a really beautiful gift to yourself as part of your practice. It's called an altar. And I think this is a really great practice, a really great thing to get in touch with, especially, in all times of life. It's something that I do on a regular basis. It's something I do sort of at this point without thinking. But recently, as I am moving through the world, and things are happening in our culture, I was educated and aware that a number of people were creating altars for the young woman named Breonna Taylor who was killed in Louisville. So I wasn't really sure how to execute that in terms of like bringing that awareness to everyone. So I just thought I would do it for myself. Breonna, I don't know her personally. I don't know her family, but my heart certainly breaks for her and her family and her community and all of the Black community that have lost many, many people. So I've set an altar today, and if there's anything that you're working with, a loved one, a loss, personal growth, if you have a therapist and they are giving you some work or a mantra, maybe you write it down and you bring that to your space. Like I mentioned, if I were having a dinner party, if I was welcoming people into the space of a yoga studio, I would light a candle. I also really like the scent. I like to have scent in my space, in my class. So you could consider incense, or this is Palo Santo. I think it's really nice. It's the scent brings your awareness, brings your senses into the room. So each of these things are very much a tool to bring you into the physical space in which you're planning to practice or maybe sit in meditation. If you don't have incense or Palo Santo, you might have some essential oils or a lotion with a nice scent. You could always rub that on your hands and maybe just bring it to your face, take that sense in. Crystals are an option. Dried flowers are an option. Anything, it can be elaborate. It can be very, very simple. Again, this is setting an altar is just a way to welcome you to your mat, your practice, so that this time is really sacred, because it is certainly a gift that you've given yourself, right? We all have to get to the mat, and once you get to the mat, it should be kind of special. I have a poem here that a student had given me. So these are things that you'll find when you are practicing or meditating. Your eyes might peek open, and it could serve as a centering space. It could serve as an intention, a thought that you want to repeat, so that your words can sink into your actions, can sink into healing yourself individually, and then collectively, together. So these are really, really simple things. I invite you to gift yourself these little things, these little compassion, kind gifts to yourself. The second thing I wanted to talk about today was a breathing exercise. There's a couple of words that come to mind for me right now that I think I can be quite sure everyone is experiencing. Anxiety, confusion, division, empathy, compassion, education. And when all of these happen, not to mention, the planets are currently, number of planets are in retrograde. So all of these things happening make it feel as if it's unexplainable as to why we might not be able to catch our breath, why we might not be able to take a deep, full breath, why we might not feel grounded, why we might be overwhelmed. Like I said, sadness, grief, confusion, all of these things. Not one of them has to be really named or recognized, but they're all there. So I wanted to offer a quick breathwork exercise. I'm going to try and keep moving here so this video is not too long. My intention is that this is something you might be able to use any time of your day, beginning of your day, middle of your day, end of your day. It's called Nadi Shonda breathing, or nostril breathing. And I think there are a number of benefits to this breath work, but the one that I'd really like to focus on is calming the nervous system. So you're going to take, and we're just going to do this for 3 minutes. I have my clock here. You can easily follow along with me with this video, or you can just take your phone, set yourself up, and give yourself 3 minutes. Maybe you're sitting at your altar, maybe you're at a cushion or a block or a blanket. Find a comfortable seat. You'll sit up tall. Right, get long with your spine, big with your breath, exhale it out. And then you're going to take your right hand. You're going to take your peace fingers and place them on your forehead. Okay, these are going to stay here, and you might immediately feel the invitation to close your eyes, or you'll soften your gaze. For this exercise, you'll stay with me here, probably with your eyes open, but you could certainly just listen. So this is a clearing breath. There are 2 channels in the body, the masculine, the feminine. We can go into a lot more of that into another video, but basically you want to think about this breath is bringing you into balance of both left and right side, feminine, masculine, sun, moon, right? So these things can be really high intensity, one versus the other. So this is going to give you a chance to balance. Okay, so 2 fingers, peace fingers to the forehead. Thumb is going to block right nostril. Ring finger is going to block left nostril. And you're simply going to rotate between the two. So you're going to close off your left nostril. Breathe in through your right nostril. Go all the way to the top. Close your right nostril and then open your left. Exhale out the left. Now you're going to breathe in through your left. Close left, open right. Breathe in through your right. Close right, breathe out through your left. Breathe in through your left. Close the left, breathe out through your right. Inhale. Maybe pause, close and exhale. Inhale. Close, opening the opposite. Exhale. Inhale. Close and exhale. Inhale. Close and exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. Release your right hand down to your thigh. Take a breath in the nose through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Bring the palms together to touch. Bow to yourself first and foremost. Bring thumbs up to your forehead. Namaste. Thank you. Namaste.